Heads high is our posture. Against all odds, we gon' prosper. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts. Staying focused, we know our day coming. Negative vibes, we escape from it. We know our place in this world. We gon' shine our lights till it hurts.
What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. Now, today I want to speak on Stephen A. Smith, right? This guy is just like he's just like a never-ending. He's just like full of content. And so what's going on now with Stephen A. Smith is Ben Simmons' agent. I think his name is Bernie Lee. He took exception to some remarks that Stephen A. Smith made about Ben Simmons, right? So Stephen A. Smith said that Ben Simmons was the only player that he has ever legitimately questioned his injury. So like when Ben Simmons was injured, Stephen A. Smith questioned the injury and was kind of wondering if Ben Simmons was faking. He also said that like Ben Simmons don't have any love for the game. And so Bernie Lee, the agent of Ben Simmons, took exception to these statements and came after him and said that, he would just love to be able to sit in a studio audience at Stephen's job and just try to, distract him while he was doing his job. And he also called him an idiot. So my thing about this whole situation with Stephen A. Smith is that he is so used to, because he's worked for this platform, ESPN, and he's so used to being able to go at people and say things about people that, he just would say anything. But now, because of social media and everything, like, people are able to really go back at Stephen A. Smith and give him some of the medicine that he's been dishing out to people for years. And to me, it seemed like it's some of it is getting under his skin. Like the guy Kwame, he addressed Kwame a few times when Kwame went at him. Recently, Stephen A. Smith addressed Willie D. He also addressed what's the other guy named Faison Love. So a lot of this, he's addressing this stuff because he bought it on himself. I think nowadays, like with social media, it's getting to the point where like you gotta move, like you have to move in a certain kind of way. Like you can report and talk and react to different like different sports or people in sports, but you gotta have like some some credibility about you. You just can't throw statements out there about people and some of it be true or some of it just be so outrageous, and that's what, like, all of this stuff is catching up to Stephen A. Smith. So like these statements he made about Ben Simmons, like he questioned like whether Ben Simmons was injured. Like, so you really can't, that was something that, most people would stay away from, because you can't really, you can't really tell, or you can't really know if somebody's really injured. But you can question like their love and their passion for the game. I think that is a legitimate, that's something that's legitimate. You can question that, right? But Stephen A. Smith just has so much bad karma out there that people just going at him, and they coming at him hard for every little infraction. This is a situation, like I said, this is a situation where he brought all this on himself, and he's so used to being like an untouchable because he worked for a major network that this kind of stuff is really getting under his skin. And lately he's been going at people, and it's obvious that it's getting under the skin. But I think the way to combat this kind of stuff is to just be real and authentic. Like, you can argue a point, or you can make any point, you know what I mean, about an athlete or somebody in entertainment, but it's got to be like based on some. It's got to be some legitimacy, right? And when you making claims and you making statements that just so out there, and you just looking for to be a shock jock, or you just looking for something like sensational to say about people, I think that kind of stuff right there is those kind of people are going to get weeded out. And Stephen A. Smith is he's finding that out the hard way. People are coming at him because some of the takes, they don't think they have any credibility. And now sometimes he might say some things that are on point, and he might bring up some good points. But the fact that for so long he was able to just say whatever he wanted about people and never never caught no flack or no backlash from it. Now all of those days are over with. People have their own platforms and they're going back at him. And some of the stuff that people are saying about him, really, he have to come back at him because it don't really make him look good. I know he got a family, and some of the stuff like what Willie D and what Faison, especially what Faison Love came at him, right? And some of the stuff that Faison said, you that kind of hurt. That's kind of below the belt, but that's what happens when when you're used to going at people and saying some of the some of these outrageous claims without without the worry of people having to come back at you. So that's my take. That's why I think that Stephen A. Smith is catching flack from these from everybody. People cannot really appreciate the fact that Stephen A. Smith he just says anything without any impunity. So that's my take on it. Let me know what you think. Do you think like people going at Stephen A. Smith too hard? Or do you think that Stephen A. Smith has he's bought all this stuff on himself? And this is just like bringing, like I said, this is like a new age. This social media is just bringing it like a new age and a new wave of people like governing, what is being able to be said about you. And with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to leave a comment, because I'm looking forward to all your comments. And like I said, I'll check you all out on the next video. Peace.